What's up, Libras? This your Queen J at What They Saying Tarot. Coming to give y'all a quick check-in. You know, we got to do it real big for the Libras up in here. So, happy birthday to all the Libras out there. Hopefully, you enjoying your birthdays that's coming out here. But shit, thanks for viewing my channel. This is a channel where we grow together. By the way, my name is Queen J, and nice to meet you. So, I don't know. Right before I had got into y'all reading, I heard a song by Damage. I'll be loving you forever. So I don't know. Maybe somebody feel like they damaged and they'll be loving somebody forever. Y'all know how the song go. Well, let's see what's going on with y'all, man. It been a little minute since I've been on here. My baby's birthdays was yesterday. I got twins, they Libra, so we had to do it big for the Libra gang. So we got Libras in the house. Y'all know how y'all do. Y'all party all month long. So I mean, my babies woke up this morning and was like, it's still my birthday. We got some more partying to do. So maybe y'all still celebrating. I don't know. Choosing gratitude, using your energy wisely. Let's see what y'all got going on, man. I see y'all taking action, moving towards something new. Maybe you was all tied up in the situation and you just moving forward, trying to get out of a situation, or maybe you stuck in these emotions and don't know which direction to go. Um, yeah, stagnant energy. So now maybe you feeling unblocked physically, mentally, and emotionally, to be able to heal. Maybe it's somebody that's envious of you because you no longer tied up in these emotions, and physically and mentally and emotionally you capable to navigate now and see where it is that you want to go. And there's people out here that probably don't like that shit. It be like that sometimes, but it's like you know how they say your haters should be your motivators. So maybe you seeing it flip flop. Maybe in the beginning, before you realized what your worth was and that you didn't have to be tied up in situations, and you needed to go down this journey alone to be able to heal physically, mentally, and emotionally. Once you went through that process, people start hating shit. So I guess you know how that shit go. Your enemies want to be your friends now. So maybe you seeing maybe you receiving gratitude from the one your day ones, and maybe you receiving gratitude from the ones that envy you too. So it's like you knowing how to play your position. It's like, okay, shit. I just heard staying on the throne. So it's like accepting life for what it's worth. That's what I just heard. You know, shit, we ain't a slave to this thing we call life here. So it's like, okay, you accepting the fact that, okay, I can move forward. I don't have to be stuck and tied up here. I can heal myself in this situation. And some people might not like it, but shit, my haters is my motivators. You putting a lot of work into a situation to be able to move forward. Yeah. Maybe somebody was left behind. Maybe it was some type of confusion, either you or somebody else. Uh, Maybe you was able to heal physically and emotionally and mentally in a situation because you moved on or separated from a situation, and it left somebody else feeling confused because they didn't know which way to go after you left, or vice versa. Maybe somebody learned a lesson and gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge out of a situation of who to deal with, who not to deal with, who can stay and who got to go. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, you on this dolo journey here, so it's like you moving in silence. So a lot of people really don't know what your moves is, because it's like, okay, I just heard ain't none of your friends' business, ain't none of your friends' business. So maybe it's like you moving in silence and don't nobody know what you got going on, but they just watching. So you got a lot of people watching you right now, and don't nobody know what's going on. Nobody don't know where your head at right now, but it's like you taking action to move toward whatever goal that you trying to accomplish right now. You putting a lot of work into whatever you're doing right now. And shit, people envious of what you're doing. Maybe you standing out among most. Maybe you got a platform. Maybe you receive some type of enlightenment about the situation. So maybe your spirit guides already informing you of the process that you're going through. Shit. Let's see. I just heard I couldn't get closure until I moved on. So somebody felt like they couldn't get closure in the situation until they moved on. So maybe you taking the action you needed and putting work into a situation uh helped you get where you needed to be. Maybe you had some dreams and ambitions you was trying to reach and you couldn't really get attached to other things around you that wasn't really serving you serving your highest good. Uh Maybe once you separated from the situation you realize that nobody could fix it but you. So maybe the person that felt left out or confused about a situation, maybe this person didn't realize that you was a privileged lady. So maybe somebody didn't understand somebody's worth in the situation. And once somebody physically healed, mentally and emotionally, they learned the lesson. They gained the wisdom and knowledge. So maybe okay, I can see it in a lot of different ways. Maybe you didn't realize your worth and you was tied up into some shit because you was trying to accomplish your goals. So maybe along the way of you going through this process to heal yourself, you gained some haters along the way because you was putting the work in. Maybe some people ain't like how you get down or whatever the case is. So it's like, people gonna always have something to say, but maybe somebody was left in the cold or whatever the case was, and they had to face some shit by themselves. And in the process of you developing behind the scenes or whatever the case was, you shit rise and shine, goddamn, rise to the occasion. So maybe you rising to the occasion and you have become a privileged lady now. So it's like now that you done went down this path to heal yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, you gain the wisdom and the knowledge, and it's like, okay, you're out in the community now with like-minded people. So it's like you running into people just like you, or people that can teach you something. Like you know how you meet different type of people in the same world you've been living in all your life. Maybe somebody envious of you because you moved on, but you moving in silence. So maybe you moved on and you got into a marriage or something like that, and nobody don't know nothing. So I told you I heard ain't none of your friends' business. So maybe somebody hating because somebody ended up maybe somebody used to be out in the community and they changed their ways. It like I said, people don't like that shit. So maybe you change some things about yourself and now you probably not the type to be all out in the community doing the same old thing, just a different fucking day. Maybe now you move on to bigger and better things, and maybe now you in a commitment, some type of marriage or something like that. So, like I said, you moving forward. You ain't accepting nothing less but success. Shit, you the privileged lady now. People are realizing that shit, abundance come with the process. You hear what I'm saying? So it is something to celebrate. So maybe people don't like the fact that you celebrating shit every minute of life now. Like people don't understand that. Maybe some people out in the community don't feel that it's fair. Like what's fair. Maybe some people got like some type of legal problems or some issues with the court or something like that, or maybe somebody ended up walking away from a marriage or something like that. So maybe somebody ended up walking away from a marriage. Uh Maybe it was some type of legal issues with a child. Maybe somebody learned a big lesson from this after they went through this process, and maybe it took this process for them to be able to heal physically, mentally, and emotionally. They just had to go through a process. So maybe you was with somebody and you ended up deciding to be alone, and maybe y'all had to go through some through the courts, like divine custody with a child, or seeing a judge or something like that, but after this process you was able to move forward. So some people don't feel like if you not in a marriage or whatever the case is, okay, some people could feel some type of way because you moved on and found somebody better and now you in a marriage. Some people could be feeling some type of way because somebody lack or dissatisfaction. So maybe somebody left somebody that was in a marriage and they feel like it's some type of lack or dissatisfaction. So maybe they envy this person now. Maybe somebody had to heal themselves physically, mentally, and emotionally and gain the wisdom and the knowledge. Maybe somebody wasn't who they said they was. So maybe somebody you was dealing with wasn't who they said they was. So maybe I just heard maybe you finding out somebody true colors now. Like maybe somebody got issues with law enforcement or they having to deal with a judge or something. Somebody wants some type of justice in the situation. It could be dealing with a child or something like that, but uh it's something to celebrate. Shit, after you make it through this process, it's something to celebrate. You might be single again, back on the pride. I thought it was perfect. Yeah, somebody thought some shit was perfect, but okay, now you're able to celebrate because you done had this time alone, and I just heard eliminate yourself from the equation. So maybe somebody had to eliminate themselves from the equation. Let's put one on this last one right here. Yeah. What it say? Dealing with what's in front of you. So somebody had to endure the power to deal with something that was in front of them. So maybe somebody had to deal with a situation that was in front of them. Could have been in some type of commitment. It don't have to be a marriage. It could be common law marriage. So maybe somebody was in a long-term relationship and maybe somebody was jealous of them in this relationship and they realized that they had to go their own separate way. Maybe somebody had to deal with some court issues dealing with a child. Maybe somebody gained some wisdom and knowledge about a child after they had to go through a court system about it, and maybe they was able to heal physically, mentally, and emotionally after the fact. Maybe the news that they received, they was able to celebrate. I mean, it brought them abundance. They was a privileged fucking lady. Maybe that eliminated the confusion and they wasn't all tied up in a situation. They was able to move forward and go towards their dreams because they put a lot of work into a situation, and shit, it take effort to make some shit happen. So hopefully if you like the video, please like the video. If you have yet to subscribe to this channel, please do. If you have any comments you want to drop, please drop them. Shit, I'm out, y'all.